We're here at Whistling Straits in Kohler, Wisconsin. We're happy to be talking with Michael Ashenbach, who is the head professional here at Whistling Straits. You've been here for how many years?
Been here for 15 years.
That's pretty good. You've seen a lot of stuff here, a couple PGAs, and you got the Ryder Cup coming in 2020.
Yep, and we also held a United States Senior Open back in 2007.
You've been here all this time. You see a lot of guys come and go. Why do so many guys want to come and play Whistling Straits? What's the draw?
The draw is a unique golf experience, and that can start from staying at our hotels, dining in our restaurants throughout the resort, and then, of course, playing championship-style golf courses. We're lucky to have 4 courses, all designed by Pga, most famous for the Straits course. All 4 courses are ranked in the top 100 that you can play in the United States, and just great golf.
Yeah, that's one of the things I want to touch on today. We hear, because the tournaments are held here at Whistling Straits, of course, you hear so much about that. But the Irish course, the meadows, and the river at Blackwolf Run are equal as challenging, and maybe people would even like those even a little better.
Yeah, absolutely. And some would say the river course is the most challenging of the 4 that we have. They're all very unique. Straits course is going to have more of a links feel to it. Irish course is a links-style course as well. Over at Blackwolf Run, you're going to get into your more Midwestern traditional style course. The river course at Blackwolf is tree-lined and very difficult, so very good variety of courses.
Yeah, I think also we should mention that when they have, like the U.S. Women's Open has been at Blackwolf twice, and so the way the courses were built, the way Pete Dye built them, you actually use a combination of the 2 courses, a 9 from each course, to make the championship course.
That is correct. Back when the facility opened in the late 80s, that was the 18-hole routing that we used. And then Mr. Dye came in and built 2 more 9s on either side, and then we opened it up into 36 holes. But like you mentioned, in 2012 and back in 1998, we did use that setup for the Women's Open.
So there's 4 courses here currently, Whistling Straits, the Irish, 2 courses over at Blackwolf Run. And you're also, the plans are made, the plans are drawn. Pete Dye has drawn up the routing for a 5th golf course.
Yes, the Kohler company is very excited for that opportunity. We're currently working through the permitting process, and like you mentioned, Mr. Dye did do a layout for us, and we're moving forward with that. And hopefully we keep making progress and can open up a 5th course. With
what Pete Dye and the Kohler company has built here, you've been a huge economic boom to the area. It's all first-class facility. There's environmental protection, wildlife component to make sure that you protect everything. I don't understand why anyone would want to. I know some of the locals have been a little bit against building the new course, but you are working through the permitting process and answering all the questions and getting everything through the government. I just don't understand how anybody could object to building another course or a project like this in the area.
Yeah, I would agree. But anytime you do a major project, you're going to have people that are going to be against it, and everyone's certainly welcome to their own views and may differ from ours, but again, we're moving forward with the project, and hopefully we're able to open it.
Another thing we want to mention, too, is that we've been here a couple times over the years, and we've come and just enjoyed lunch on the veranda. If it's a nice day, you can sit here. You can see players coming up 9 and 18. You can look out over the lake. It's beautiful, and the food is outstanding.
It is outstanding. We've got a main dining room in the lower level of our clubhouse. We have a pub upstairs that overlooks the 18th green. And then we also have an Irish barn that can hold up to 120 people, and we do a lot of wedding events over there. So a few different options.
It's a truly beautiful property. Also, you mentioned lodging, and so there's the American Club, the Carriage House, the Inn at Westlake, all first-class accommodations here at the American Club or at the Kohler properties.
Absolutely. In the Inn on Wood Lake, we recently did an expansion to add more rooms and add some larger suites designed for guys' trips or larger families that are coming to visit. So that is now an option here as well.
Yeah, I was talking to someone earlier today, and she was telling me that those are getting booked up really fast. So if you're thinking about coming on a buddies trip or bringing a group and you want to be at the Inn in Wood Lake, you need to get that done because those fill up really quickly.
Those do fill up really quickly, and we also have a lot of demand with the Ryder Cup coming in 2020. A lot of people are very interested in coming to play, so we're looking forward to a busy couple of seasons.
Mike, here at Whistling Straits and Blackwolf Run, with your teaching and with the members and junior programs, you also have a lot of clinics and other things going on.
We do. We offer a wide variety of golf lessons here through the Kohler Golf Academy. A lot of our lessons are 1-hour private lessons, 3-hour training sessions. We do programs locally called Get Golf Ready, where we have a lot of participants in that. We have about 225 kids in our junior program. We also participate in the Pga Junior League. We have a team for Whistling Straits and Blackwolf Run. And then there's a core group of us that travel around the country and teach as well. So we do a lot of golf lessons.
Let's talk a little bit about Pga Junior League. That it really intrigues me. The kids are going out in twosomes. They're playing kind of a scramble format, so it's not nearly as threatening or stressful for them, and they're having a good time with it, aren't they?
No, it's a great time. It's I think personally the best way for a kid to get into golf. Like you mentioned, you go off in twosomes, you play in a scramble format, you play from forward tees, and you're just out there having fun and learning how to play golf in a competitive setting.
Are you finding that the kids are coming back? They're excited about doing it?
Absolutely. We start age 10 with our program with the Pga Junior League, and they're with us all the way through high school. So, absolutely.
So in addition to all the great golf here, they offer a lot of training. And I played with Dan this morning, and he was saying that even people that are coming in just to play the courses, they may want a package. They on their package they may get a lesson included. So you can do lessons for people, for visitors or guests that come in.
We do a lot of those, and a lot of people that come up here want to learn how to hit out of the sand because ultimately on this trip they're going to end up in there. We teach all sorts of areas of the game, but a lot of people like to work on sand. They like to work on wind shots because typically we have about a 2-club wind out here, so we can tailor those to whatever the needs are.
Michael, I think this location where the golf course sits, I know Pete Dye did a lot of movement, brought a lot of sand in, built the dunes. This was basically a flat property. Matter of fact, back during the war, there was it kind of has a unique history from here.
It does. Prior to even the war, it used to just be flat farmland out here. Then in the 50s, the U.S. Army used it as an anti-aircraft military training base for about 9 years, and it was called Camp Haven. Then the land kind of sat flat for a while, and then Mr. Kohler got his hands on it, and in 1995, he worked with Mr. Dye. They designed a course layout, and then we started building these golf courses. So it went from a flat piece of land up to thousands and thousands of truckloads of sand and dirt, and now we have world-class championship golf courses.
I think what's the top length this can be stretched out to here at the Straits course?
It could be stretched to roughly 8,000 yards from the Straits, on the Straits. Yep.
And I think when it first started, there was like 1,200 bunkers or something. I think some of those have grown in a little bit. There's not quite that many, but there's still a lot.
There's a lot. There's roughly 1,000 that come into play on the Straits course and about 500 on the Irish.
We played it at the white tees yesterday. We're probably at about 6,300 yards, something like that. It made a very enjoyable course for the average golfer to play. Had a great time. Also should mention Ed was my caddy, and he was outstanding. We had a great chat all the way around, and just an enjoyable day the whole day.
Yeah, that's good to hear. I'm glad you got a chance to experience our courses and had a good experience with the caddies. We have a large caddy core of about 225 caddies. The tee box thing that you mentioned, that's nice that you mentioned that. We do have 6 sets of tees available. So you can play the courses anywhere from about 5,400 yards all the way to, like we mentioned, about 8,000. So we can test any skill level that can come our way.
Yeah, the Blackwolf course, we played the river course this morning, and it is actually a little bit more difficult, a little more challenging. There's a little more trouble there than is here. When people see the Straits course on TV, they see the lake and all the bunkers, but really probably the Blackwolf course is a little bit more challenging, and we actually played that kind of a red-white combination this morning, so only about 6,000 yards maybe. It was a lot of fun.
Yep, the river course, like I mentioned before, is very challenging. It's kind of target shooting off the tee box, and then the green complexes are very challenging, and the greens get very quick as well.
We've been talking with Mike Ashenbach, head professional here at Whistling Straits. Mike, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to talk to us.
Absolutely. Thanks for coming up, and thanks for spending some time with me.